Okay, wanted to show my DVD collection because I thought some of my fellow nerd friends would enjoy seeing this. When we got married and moved in together, our collections combined and became huge. And then down there is a bunch of VHS tapes that we need to transfer over. Gosh, we still have VHS. That kind of sucks. Alright, so neat stuff that we got. All that Lord of the Rings stuff is his. I can't stand those movies. Freddy stuff is mine. I love Freddy. And our Star Trek Next Generation. I love documentaries. Deep Space Nine is my favorite Star Trek series. And Voyager. And that's all we need as far as Star Trek, pretty much. Maybe some of the original series movies. My Batman collection. Love Batman. And it's a shame that Surface got canceled after the first season. Left us hanging. It was an awesome series. I love cartoons. So I got the Shrek up there. Aliens we're both big fans of. Got all the Back to the Future. Simpsons. I'm not sure what we're up to. 15th season. And the new one is out. So we gotta get that. I don't know if there's any more. Oh, I love Gilligan. That's mine. And Mysterious City Gold. My favorite cartoon ever. My He-Man and She-Ra box set. Well, Three Stooges, those are his, but I'm a big fan too. And I'm just gonna go across here. If I see any movies that I really like, I'll call them out. I like Ants. That's one of my favorites. Big Bang Theory, I didn't like it like after the 3rd season, so I kind of got out of it. And we have these alphabetized as best as possible. The Easter Bunny is Coming to Town is one of my favorite cartoons. Face Off is one of my favorite movies. That and Jurassic Park, the first one, are my favorite all-time movies. Live action Grinch, I love that. I never was really a fan of the cartoon. Some of you will say, oh, blasphemy, I don't care. I think the Jim Carrey version is way better. They did it right and they expanded it in a really good way, much better. You know, there's a glare at that glass door behind me. Moby Dick, I am a fan of Moby Dick. I love the book and I like these 2 movies. They were great. Megamind. Love this cartoon. Oops. Crashed into something here. And all the Saw movies. We like horror movies. Transformers. Oh, this Chuck Jones collection is one of my favorite things I've got. It's got Ricky Tikitavi, the White Seal. Basically everything I've got loose here. A friend gave this to me for Christmas or birthday or something, and it's got... Sorry, I love this thing. I have to show you guys how big fan of the White Seal. It's got Ricky Tikitavi, the White Seal, Mowgli's Brothers, A Very Merry Cricket, Cricket in Times Square, and Yankee Doodle Cricket. These two are patriotic films, and I love patriotic stuff. So yeah, awesome. I love that. It's one of my pride and joys right there. I was a big fan of Aladdin. Jafar is my favorite Disney villain. Atlantis is my favorite Disney movie of all time, as far as 2D animation goes. Now we're in the Disney section, because I love Disney and Pixar. I'm selective about my Disney, though. And so it gets a section all to itself. I didn't like Rescuers Down Under. Is that even in the... Yeah. I just got it because of the beginning with the eagle scene. That's the only thing. The movie sucked. Then it gets into the Pixar stuff. Oh, and Incredibles, because I watched that the other night, so it's not in the collection. Toy Story box set, Toy Story 3, and Up is my favorite Pixar movie because Carl and Ellie are so much like Chris and I. And then a bunch of SpongeBob. I'm a big fan, and Chris really enjoyed it too. So we have some of the early stuff on here. And these are Wildlife Adventure series, which are Disney documentaries, and some of my earliest childhood memories that I learned so much about animals, even though they were silly and had funny music and cutscenes and stuff, but it was educational, and they don't make documentaries like that anymore. This is all the documentary section. Teddy Roosevelt, my favorite president. And Thomas Jefferson, my second favorite president. Flight of the Snow Geese. Excellent. I have the book as well. Documentary from the 70s. But it was aired in the 80s on the Disney Channel. I don't remember much about the 70s. I'm an 80s child. Which I'm glad. I think what little I do remember of the 70s, it sucked. Ugly decade. Crappy music. Just stuff I'd rather forget. And these like music DVDs of concerts and stuff. So that's our ever-growing, ever-changing collection. Sometimes we'll get sick of something and sell it and get something else, but for the most part, we're keeping everything.